Audrey showed Harvey a recording that had kicked all of this off. They denied it vehemently, but there was
For today, we're gonna try and get the dual kodachis before 10 o'clock because I have a class at 10:30. Let the grind begin.
They had already bragged about to Audrey, thinking that it made them look better that we were able to part on these terms.
I got the KV. KV's honestly one of the best shotguns. You know, I'm gonna be saying that until the gun gets nerfed.
This tore them apart. They had once been an inseparable evil team, but the pressure of the investigation must have pushed them over the edge. They ended up at each other's throats on Facebook, on a public post on the company page. The post had since been deleted, but Thomas
There's no one here, so that's good. Baznev. I swear, this thing got nerfed, and it wasn't in the patch notes. I swear, dude. I think my RPK. Yes. Sweet.
Very funny. From the guy who's cheated on his wife with Janet's sister. Not her real name, but Janet was the
enemy. Oh wait, no, still machine gun. Okay.
Yoink. After they fired him, the unofficial supervisor.
Ah.
Replied to that by saying, like you haven't tried.
I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna say that. Oh, but because it's been more than 20 seconds. Yeah, way more than a minute actually.
Waitstaff and bartenders, seeing if any of them could confirm that Harvey had tried to make a move on them. All of them were interviewed separately. Several of them had similar stories. Every girl that confirmed Harvey had made a move on them all said that he had offered to be their, quote, sugar daddy if they would send naked of themselves or stay after closing to fool around with them. Harvey was fired, but that is the worst of it. Audrey wasn't just some
I gotta get down.
Corporate. She was the old manager for this area and had
he had an M13 and whatever that weapon is cast on.
She called up the restaurant Harvey's wife worked at and told Harvey's wife everything she learned from the female waitstaff.
God, I love this gun, dude.
After he hurt her with his fists. I don't know what compelled her to give him a second chance after something like that, but she sure did.
Holy moly, dude.
After firing Harvey,
oh no!
Who had given me the free food, was interviewed by Audrey. I don't know how it came up, but at some point, he had let it slip that he was an illegal immigrant. She had his file in her hand with an Illinois ID and social security number on.
Oh no! DSM! Loco!
Had his own miniature block market going on where he was fake social security cards and IDs made for the illegal immigrants who were filing their reduced wages. It had been going on for at least 4 years. Needless to say, this was a felony.
Get up.
With the potential PR nightmare that she was dealing with, she felt she had no choice.
4 kills, and we're pretty much barely in. Let's go, dude.
Beyond the jurisdiction of the local police.
Give me his tag.
This
is perfect.
That sold social security cards and IDs too. I'm not sure if he gave up all of them.
I'm gonna purchase a munitions box.
Were deported by the time Thomas had been let go. One of them was the line clerk that had
oh, there's only ammo. I'll buy my UAV.
It had all started with me being fired, but I never sent that recording to corporate. I had only sent it to Dean when he hired me. I asked him about it, and he told me he had sent it to his wife since she's a lawyer. He wanted to see if I had a case to maybe sue my old job since what they did was wrong. But he also remembered that when we had first talked about it, I said I'm not the type of person who likes to make millions off an entire company because of the mistakes of 2 jerks. But I also said it would be pretty sweet to see them lose their jobs too. So his wife had been the one to send it to the legal team at the corporate headquarters of my old restaurant job. My boss showed it to his wife, who forwarded it to the real head honchos of my old job. They were both just trying to get 2 scumbags fired for what they did to me, but ended up pulling a thread so long it didn't end until there were harassment accusations, revelations about managers cheating their wives with girls, related to people that they placed in positions of authority, a divorce, mass layoffs, pending investigations, a staff overhaul, an FBI investigation into what can be considered collateral
Ah.
documents, and at least half a dozen deportations, and probably as many as 14.
That is a good weapon. Jeez, ISOs are OP. Better than the KB.
He didn't even go after
I mean, unless you don't get first shot. Well, I got first shot. First, like, 2 shots, actually. And I still died. Oh, well. I did pretty good for most of that. I had, like, yeah, 5 kills. Or is that also my teammate? No, I had 5. Hey, I'm most out of my squad. Woohoo. Alright. And there's... And the loadout's there, too. Loadout's all the way in the ocean.
Why do they have to go one step further and try and deny him getting a job?
Oh no! I landed directly on my loadout.
Let me know what you guys would do down below in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, notifications turned on, and follow the podcast. See you guys in the next one.
Your squad mate is redeploying. Well done. Hostile counter UAV is active.
Bro, what do I do? I'm jumping in. Oh no! I'm gonna try and res you. Oh crap, dude.
My boss bribed my coworker to say that I acted in an inappropriate way involving his conduct in order to get me fired. So I plotted the most meticulous, insane revenge to strike back in the 3 ways that would destroy her the most: her career, her marriage, and her relationship with her kids. Here's what I did to pull off this cataclysmic revenge.
Go down.
Hit the bell to turn on notifications.
Okay, you had tons of stuff.
Years ago, while I was working for a proprietary trading firm, the company was a multinational and it opened a new office in my city a couple of years before I joined them. For those who don't know, most prop shops, as I understood it, have a very high turnover rate. Just toss everyone in and keep those who stick. The company I worked for recruited every 3 months. It had space
Yeah, the
for
PA90s.
traders.
Nice, bro.
Was never full. Out of the 20 or so
oh god.
every quarter, only about 5 managed to make it beyond the 3-month internship period. And of those, only 1, or sometimes none at all, made it past the additional 3-month probation period. The company was operating in my city for 2 years before I joined, and there were only about 4 people who I would have called permanent. Everyone else, about another 10, was either on their internship or on probation. So that brings us to Chapter 1, the setup. I and about 25 others were recruited straight out of university. The internship period paid really well for a first job, about twice as much as any other entry-level position in other financial institutions, plus bonus.
Ah, man.
I first came across my boss, a really decent Indian guy.
We did pretty good there on there. We did pretty good, pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good for our first game. Let's at least see if we got our token. We get a token. We're close, we're close. We're close. We need 3 more tokens in 8, 9, 10, pretty much 1 hour. So we gotta pick up the pace, we gotta pick up the pace.
And I mean that sincerely. Let's call her Gabby. Chapter 2. The instigating event. I first met Gabby when I went to their offices for my final interview. I was registering at the front desk when she marched down from her office demanding some documents from the receptionist. The receptionist wanted to finish up with me first, but she was ordered off to file storage. Our exchange went like so.
So, you're one of the new ones.
Yes, I'm really excited. Gabby said,
Don't be. You don't look like you'll make it.
Why do you say that?
Oh, come on, you're soft.
I paused for a moment, and then Gabby said,
But I can put on a good word for you.
In case anyone's wondering what guns I'm using, it's all these.
I'm serious. Give me something and I'll make it very easy for you. Otherwise,
These tunes on the high velocity bullets. Oh, oops. F-Tac Ripper 56. These tunings. Polar Fire S with these tunings because I don't have the ZLR yet. I do not have the ZLR Talon yet, which I need unlocked to fully complete it. But I need the TAC M, one of the worst guns in the game. to level 22, and that's the tuning on that one. And I'm just running the demis, whatever it's called.
And everyone stared at Gabby. From that moment of humiliation onwards, Gabby had a raging hate member for me. You see, Gabby was able to other than those that were on her approved list. And for trainers who gain information wherever we could find it, her list was...
God.
Wait, no, this is you, and you want to conquer the world of Albion? Here's what you have to...
Alright, I'm first up in line. You gotta be kidding me. One.
This is the story of how a former vice principal systematically broke down the system and got my ultimate revenge, giving the finger to this corrupted system.
One teammate.
The entire process along the way. This story
Real.
two parts. The first two.
No teammates.
Part 3 is where the revenge begins. In the end, they all come right back to me.
I'm still desperate to at least try.
Here's how it all went down. Subscribe to Am I the Jerk on YouTube and hit the bell to turn on notifications. This happened at the end of this school year. I posted what was going on in a teacher group, and a bunch of people told me to post it over. This story is 4 parts. Basically, I was told that all of the assistants / vice principals in the district, other than at the high school, were being let go. And a, quote, teacher on assignment, a TOA, was going to take our jobs. I was not heartbroken over this, but was treated badly by the new admin team taking my job and my principal's job too. Also, I tried to help my staff on my way out, and it seems my bosses cared more about their images than my staff's happiness. So here's the story, part 1. So none of the other admin in my district had received our contracts for the coming school year yet. I was wondering what was going on, but I heard rumors about a pay scale shift, and that was the reason for it. I found out Wednesday what is actually happening. Every assistant principal and vice principal in the district, why we have 2 different titles, I have no idea, is not getting renewed contracts, except for the ones at the high school. Their positions are being eliminated, and their jobs are being replaced with a new position that pays teacher a salary plus a $2,000 stipend. They are replacing the APs with learning coordinators. Apparently, the budget is the given reason, but I also heard rumors from someone at the district office. Each of us assistant principals and vice principals were scheduled to meet with one of the assistant supers on Wednesday. We thought it was about our contracts, and we were correct. Acting superintendent was there with the head of the
Oh no! Ah, crap. Please not. Yeah, move to re-secure it. That's the only teammate, so that was an obvious death.
Interview for the new positions that are replacing my job. What the heck? I wouldn't care one lick if I was told my position had been cut completely and that I needed to go back into the classroom. I love the classroom. I miss teaching full time.
Oh, we're so close to unlocking another token.
We were told to give the district our
We have an hour and 12 minutes.
Wednesday afternoon, I went to see Tony, who was an assistant superintendent, and one of the
I believe, because it's 8:48.
There was an internal shakeup, and he wasn't allowed to talk about it or even give me a hint about what happened. However, one of the assistant supers was being reassigned, aka demoted, to being principal of my current school. My principal was not coming back due to health reasons. The superintendent was, quote,
an hour and 12 minutes. Pretty much 11. Any second it'll be an hour and 11 minutes. That's like 20 teammates. We have loyalty. 10 hours, 10 minutes. 10 hours, 10 minutes.
But I made sure that my message was getting across by speaking with authority. I went into the acting superintendent's office and told him that I thought laying off a bunch of people so they could hire others to do the same job,
baby. You know, you have the Shadow Company stuff, and then you have the Warfighter. If you get both of these, then you look like Shadow Company. So that's cool, I guess. F.
parents-pleasing person as his new principal and letting her put a lackey in as her second in command. I said that she was as useless as a screen door on a submarine and as mean
Executive warfighter.
I said that I will work my butt off to finish a school year strong.
Got
I will prep for the next school year
the
so
weapon locker. Got the engraved dragon, and you got the tracer back.
Or recommend the district to anyone ever again. Then I left, letting him know that I expect an amazing recommendation by the end of the
you get a funny thing with that.
So
Cool.
what am I gonna do now? I called up an old friend on Wednesday who is currently the principal at a STEAM charter school, which stands for Science, Technology, Reading, Engineering, Arts, and Mathematics. And this school is a part of a chain of charter STEAM schools, and asked if he had
I got some pretzels. Is there any left? Or is it straight up crumbs? Okay, there's 2 left. That's it.
So next year
Yum.
I will be, drumroll please, a 6th grade teacher, and I am very happy about it. I even get to design my own curriculum as long as it meets state standards. I could apply elsewhere for admin positions, but I think I need a break from school leadership. I need to love my work again like I used to as a teacher. But I do love being a teacher. I feel bad for my current staff because the regime change.
Teeth were made to indulge. The new Colgate Optical Comfort LED.
Hit them hard, but there's nothing I can do about it. I wish I could help them. The most I could do would be to take a teaching position in my current school, but then I would be miserable with them and be helpless to do anything.
Oh, he has the weapon that I want. The weapon that I need.
130-year-old mechanical keyboard for free because her son is a professional gamer. That's her reasoning. When I said no, that's when things started getting wild. Here's what happened. Subscribe to Am I the Jerk on YouTube and hit the bell to turn on notifications. So I'll tell a little backstory. In Finland, we have this thing called TET, T-E-T, which is like a work experience. You do it while you're in 8th grade and it lasts a week. I was 14 and I had taken
really drop shotta. Can't be a drop shotta and expect to get away with it.
And this is all translated from the Finnish conversation, the argument, so my English might have some mistakes. So I had been working there for a few days, and it was Thursday.
Not on my
streets. I had about an hour of work time since the TET rules said that the work time was 6 hours. I was behind a cash register desk, filling the cabinets with some phones that had arrived in the shipment.
Salty.
Then the entitled mother and the entitled esports kid entered.
Salty.
The mom was in her 40s and the kid was about 11 to 13 years.
Good afternoon. My son is looking for a keyboard.
Salty. Salty.
Were sold out and the store didn't have much of the accessories. On that shelf, feel free to look around.
Thanks.
The entitled mother and the entitled esports kid walked over and I kept on filling the cabinet. I heard some discussion from behind me, but I didn't bother to listen. Sometime later, I was done.
Oh, goodness. Salty.
I said, need some help?
Yeah, I don't understand the difference between this black ultimate chroma and this ornata chroma. They look alike. Can you explain the difference?
The entitled esports kid chimed in and said,
Mom, the Black Widow is better. It's mechanical, like I told you.
I told them, your son is right. The difference is that the Black Widow is mechanical and has a faster response time than the Ornata, which is mechanical. The Black Widow was also more expensive, but that is logical since it was mechanical. The entitled mother looked over to the entitled kid who was then smiling.
And we'll take this one then.
The entitled mother walked to the register and I scanned the barcode. The keyboard was 129 euros. Alright ma'am, that will be 129 euros.
What do you mean? 130 euros for a piece of plastic? What the heck?
Calm down, ma'am. It's the normal price.
My son.
What?
He needs this.
Really? What does he play? The entitled esports kid looked at me and said, I just looked at him, holding my laughter. This kid had just told me that he plays a K16 game professionally. It was hilarious. K16 is the equivalent of the ESRB rating, 14. I respond back sarcastically saying, oh really? What is the team name? The kid smiled more. His smile kind of looked like a troll face.
Our team is called Killer Bee Esports.
That's the name translated, of course. I just burst into laughter. This kid had just told me of a group that I didn't know of. Then while laughing, I said, hold on, I'll check. I looked up this team on my phone. I found a Steam group and I looked at it. One of the members was called Gay Swede Wiener 69. I was laughing so hard because the kid was so serious. But this gaming group is far from professional. Even if you were professional, I couldn't give you this keyboard for. This store was a part of a chain. The mom was looking at me very angry, and then she said,
What exactly are you laughing at? He is a professional gamer. He is good. I have
I got a full squad, pretty much squad kill there though. So I am happy.
I see no awards or anything to reference sports activity.
We need a loadout.
I used to play for the 3D Max Juniors.
That doesn't exist and isn't even finished. I just laughed even harder. I couldn't help it. This kid was so bad at lying. Are you kidding me? Look at you. You're not old enough to play CSGO. Not professionally.
He's underage. That's your best argument. How old are you?
I'm 14.
You are 14. You call my son underage? Shame on you.
It's my TET week, so it's part-time. The entitled mother was looking at her son with a weird smile, and the kid smiled back. She turned to me and said,
Well, I'll make a compromise. I will pay the full price.
I was getting suspicious from the tone of her voice, which had turned to a kind and soft voice, so I said, And
I get those headphones from the shelf.
Pointing to a pair of Razer Kraken 7.1S's, which are about 110 euros themselves.
For free!
I looked at her with an annoyed gaze and stayed quiet for a moment. Are you kidding me? You're asking for a keyboard and a headset for the price of one? I explained to her that we have some bundles sometimes, but you can't just make one out of thin air. She just looked at me.
The best means commitment, dedication, and a passion for excellence. And for more than 25 years, that's exactly what Comfort Systems has delivered. And that's why we're proud to have been named Best of Wichita.
Annoyed.
Let me speak to your manager.
Okay. I point to the security cameras and say, don't think you're trying to leave. You have the cameras watching you. I walk into the warehouse and I call for the store manager, Pekka, to come and help me with a customer. Surprisingly, the entitled mother and the esports entitled kid hadn't left.
Hello, ma'am. I'm Pekka. What seems to be the problem?
Your part-time employee is rude to me and makes fun of my son.
That's not entirely true. She claimed her son is a professional gamer in a team, and they are trying to get the equipment for free.
Ma'am, is this true?
No, he's lying.
The manager was just there, looking at the angry mom, her kid, and me.
That's fine, ma'am. I'll check the camera recordings.
He said that and went into the security room, and sometime later he came out.
So, ma'am, I have to ask you to pay for the keyboard and leave.
What the frick? He is rude to me and my son. We need these for free. My son is traumatized after your behavior.
Ma'am, the other option is for you not to pay and leave without the keyboard.
The entitled mother just looked at him and hesitantly paid for the keyboard and was about to leave until she yelled from the door.
You lost a customer for life. I am not coming back here ever again.
Despite her actions, my work experience went well. I got good points for the work, and sometimes when I go into the store, I talk with Pekka about the pro player kid, and we have a laugh. Surprisingly, the entitled mother nor the esports kid never visited the store ever again. So, was I the jerk for how I handled the situation? It obviously didn't help the situation that he burst out laughing because this kid said he was on a professional team for CSGO, but he wanted to call him out, so he did. It's just hilarious that the entitled mom here thought that she was making a compromise by agreeing to pay the full price only if they gave her the full 110 euro headphones as well. Maybe she just thought that nobody would ever want this stuff, so I'll take it off your hands. Kind of like the approach that some people go into garage sales with, where they say, hey, you have it out here for sale, you don't want it, so I'll take it off your hands, you can just give it all to me for this price. But it's strange that she would do that in a retail retail shop, in a tech store, where normally you wouldn't bargain for anything if it's a new product. And one of the main reasons for that is because the person who's selling it to you has no say of whether or not they can do that, and also they don't make the money off the sale directly, so it doesn't really matter to them if the sale actually happens or not, unless there's commission involved. But the best rationale of all is, my son is a professional, therefore you should give it to him for free. Yeah, that works in all industries that have professionals in them. So let me know how you would handle this if you were to work in this situation, and jerk or not a jerk, and why. My former co-workers are telling me that my old boss talks to them about, quote, all the issues that I'm having. I found out that my therapist is my old boss's husband. I started seeing the therapist a couple of months ago. Nothing wild, just general depression, winter weather getting to me, etc. It's been very helpful until recently. In the last few days, 2 of my old coworkers called me to say that my old boss was saying things like, OP basically hates herself now. I heard she's not doing well, really depressed. These were phone calls, and I didn't record anything because it was so unexpected. My old boss fired me in June of 2017. We didn't get along. General underperformance, no misconduct, just obviously didn't leave on great terms. At first, I thought it might be a friend of mine divulging things to another friend in the industry, but then, after looking up said old boss, I see that her husband is my therapist. A very common last name, so I never realized they were related. I realized
got
this
one
is
AFK
obviously
teammate,
problematic with a therapist,
got
but I'm
one
not
Vault
sure what to do
Edition
about it. The practice is
purchaser.
out of a leased single
I don't know why I
office
had to bring
space, so
that
there's
up.
no overarching
And me,
practice slash management slash administration to
the
report
noob.
to. I also don't know if what my old boss is saying is getting into legal issues or if it's just, well, rude. I still live in the same city and work the same type of job in a rather small
Wait, is that
slash
SUV
close-knit
still up
industry.
there?
So on one hand,
Where'd the
I'm worried about
SUV
what's
go?
happening around our small community.
Oh, it
But on
landed
the other
over
hand,
there,
I'm
I
worried
guess? I
about
don't know.
bad blood if I make too much of a fuss. Please help. A small edit from the future. I'm now focus are with the therapist. Thank you. However, I feel completely lost about what to do about my old boss. Contact HR and the old employer. Hope it just dies down. At this point, I have no proof that I could show. Just saying I got phone calls, and I don't really want to pit my old coworkers against their boss if that can be avoided. Jumping into the future, there is an update. So my old boss was telling my old team that I was having a ton of issues. I found out my therapist is her husband, but I didn't know how she was finding this out slash to what degree each person was doing bad stuff. That's what happened so far. The new development summary is there's still a lot of slow slash bureaucratic stuff going on, but the most satisfying news is that my therapist is no longer practicing. I even saw the space that he practiced out of listed for sale on a real estate website while doing my own house hunting.
Because they're stupid and went to go take a piss or something.
Wife, my old boss, that it seemed he didn't really know was his wife's old employee. Large company, closely knit, but not minuscule industry. I have
They're one bar now. They were literally just 2.
About that. However, enough bits
Backing
and pieces
off,
of
scared or
identifying
something? I don't know.
came up that she suspected it was me. Unbeknownst to him, she found my paper records in his office and dug through them. Then thought it was a great idea to tell my old coworkers that I was depressed and had family issues, needs. One of my coworkers
so that means that there's people.
Then agreed to write a formal statement of what she had heard, which also helped a lot. Understandably, no one else was willing to because the company's already laid off so many people in the last year. Resolution in progress. The therapist seems to be less in the wrong than I thought he was, though still in the wrong. The old boss is still awful. The therapist is likely to receive some sort of reprimand for both talking to his wife about me in that level of detail, as well as insecure record keeping. I don't know if he'll practice ever again. So am I the jerk for how things turned out? The therapist might actually end up losing his entire career over this, it sounds like. And if that ends up happening, I can't imagine there's not going to be some sort of resentment between him and his wife. Because he's
there's one I met for AFK, and then we got me, the noob, and then we got and then we got Ghost.
All that aside, talking about in the first place is a huge violation of privacy. The OP here is obviously going here to say something in private to someone that she's paying for a service.
Someone in here, mate.
He's going out and telling
Someone in here.
And even if that usually means nothing, in this case it led to something because the wife was able to tell who he was talking about based on some of the details. And she didn't even leave it at that. She actually
we averted.
his files, confirmed that it was about the OP, and then told everybody. So the therapist violated the OP's privacy by talking about it in the first place.
Oh no, we're gonna have to move any minute now.
Going through all of his things. It's an awful situation where against your will, all these other people know your personal business. I know for most people that would make them pretty mad. But if this was you in this situation, how would you handle it? Let me know down below and jerk or not a jerk and why. My coworker adopted a kid from the Ukraine a couple of years ago. Now she's going around asking us to adopt him and writing about giving him away on Facebook. So my coworker is kind of a weirdo. I'll call her Mary for the sake of this post. Her and her husband are one of those people that have a ton of adopted kids, 8 so far, and are super religious, to each his own. Mary enjoys telling everyone at work her business.
It's like we're on the move.
She decided to adopt a kid from the Ukraine.
No!
Because it was easier for her and her husband, says. This was 2 years ago.
It's 9 o'clock. 55 minutes to get 3 tokens. I believe we already have 1. Yes, we do. I gotta do it quick.
It's just me and my boyfriend here, and our place is small but clean.
No!